Now imagine you want to solve this. And if I set y to be equals to 2x squared minus 5x minus 6, and if I can plot a graph, xy graph, it will look something like that, and this curve will be y equals to 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. So I will have the values for all y that is on this plane. So if I want to find out the solution to this equation, the solution happens when y is equals to 0. So when y is equals to 0, x takes on this value or this value. In fact, if you want to find when y is 1 or y is 2 or y is 5, you can find. So that's the benefit. You will know all the y values, right, if you plot the curve. Now, the bad news is that this curve sketching is essentially an estimation. So you will not have the exact number, but this is a very good way for you to visualize another method, or rather the graphical method, on how to solve this kind of equations. So let's go back. So what we want to do is to be able to plot the curve. And the simplest way is to simply find out all the x values, or the y values rather, that corresponds to x, right? So what you need to do is that you would want to create a table like this, right? And then usually the question will tell you what is the range of values for x. So in this example, the range of values for x is from -2 to 4. So you pick out some sensible values, -2, -1, all the way to 4, and you can pick whole numbers. It's easier for yourself. And after that, you want to try to find the y values that corresponds to this. So it is really not too difficult. If you want to find out what is y when x is -2, all you need to do is to press your calculator, right? So you put in -2 here, put in -2 here, you will have 2 times -2 square, right? And that will give you, maybe let me write it down. So 2 minus 2 square minus 5 minus 2 minus 6, right? So you will have 2 times 4, which is 8, and then minus 5 times minus 2 is plus 10. So 8 plus 10 is 18, and then minus 6 is 12. So this value here is 12. So you do the same for minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is what you will have once you complete the table. And when you have that, you need to take the graph paper and you need to plot. So the way to do it is that you need to mark out all the values on your table here. So mark out the first value. When x is -2, y is 12. So when x is -2 here, y is 12. See? So -2, when x is -2, y is 12. So you put an x here. And then when x is -1, y is 1. So on and so forth. So once you put in everything, now you will have to take the ruler and slowly shift the ruler. It's difficult to show here, but you need to try. Like I say, this is an estimation. And if you can complete it nicely, right, in a nice curve, and over here you can just push the ruler. This is not an entirely straight line, right? This is a rough curve. So the usual part is to draw this, sketch this, and then sketch this with the help of a ruler. and then over here you can use a bit of freehand, right? And you will have your curve. Now, the moment you have your curve, you can answer whatever question is being thrown at you. So if they want you to solve the equation, you know, when y is 0, so all you need to do is to find out the x values when y is 0, which happens here, right? So this is the number when x is 0, and this is 3 point, let me zoom in, 3 point, there are 5 squares here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so each square is 0.2, so 3.2, 3.4, so x equals to 3.4, and here is between the two lines, so this is 0.2 minus 0.2 minus 0.4 minus 0.6 minus 0.8, and over here it's minus 1. So in between minus 0.8 and 0 and minus 1, you have minus 0.9. Now, these are not exactly, these are not the exact values. So you shouldn't use an equal sign. You should use an approximate sign. So let me show you. So approximate sign looks like this, right? So like I say, this is not the perfect method, but it helps students to visualize what kind of curve it is, and it allows you to find other values of y just by glancing. You have a good feel of the rest of the values.